Okay. Now, that leads me to go to number 4, which is seek assistance and advice from a supportive teacher or administrator.
Mhm.
So, the points under that is don't leave a paper trail. That's hard. When we were working on this and you said don't leave a paper trail, I stopped breathing because I love a paper trail. I like I gotta go back to what was said, when it was said, and how it was said. That's how I go. So
Mhm.
don't leave a paper trail, i.e., emails, etc., and phone calls, and protect the teacher's job so that they aren't targeted by helping you. And I never thought of that either. As a parent, I thought when I go into a meeting and I say, well, Mr. Martin and I spoke, and because
Mhm.
he said that this is not what he saw, that it would give me more ground, more foundation. It would make my point a little stronger. I never thought that the other side of it would be some type of ramification for you for helping me. I never thought about that. So let's get into the paper trail. Why not leave a paper trail?
Because
I
most
like you there.
times, um, education is very political, very bureaucratic. And you know, as a parent, you kind of have to find that one teacher that's like a homegirl or a homeboy or somebody you know would really be honest with you. Because teachers are very knowledgeable, but a lot of times they don't say anything because it does come back to bite them.
Mm,
Um, and there are very few teachers who just don't care. But there are situations where, as I've experienced teachers who had to advocate for students who had laws like special education laws broken against them. And so, in order to get those things, get what the student needed, we had to provide the parents with what they needed, the laws, the policies, to know how to advocate for their child. But when you go into a meeting and you say, well, so and so said this, you know, it seems like it gives you more ground.
right.
But in retrospect, what it really does, like teachers are often retaliated against. And you could be a great teacher, and they will retaliate against you and try to make it seem as though you're not a great teacher because you advocated for what was best for a child.
Got
And
it.
so that's why, you know, based on where you are, the policies in place, you don't want a teacher to be treated differently on their job because at the same time, this is our career. This is what we went to school for. And we don't have any other, you know, most teachers, when I speak to them, they don't have any other plans of leaving teaching, going to a whole different, you know, profession.
Right.
So with that being said, you don't want them to be in a situation where now they don't have the trust of their supervisors because a lot of times if they're breaking laws, the supervisors are getting in trouble. And if the supervisor is getting in trouble and knows that you as a teacher or me as a teacher gave them this information, I would often be retaliated against. And I've been retaliated against a lot. And at this
Mm,
point, I just don't care.
right.
But that's not why I came here. That's not why I teach.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you what's best for your child, what would help your child be most successful. And at the end of all of that, you know, I would prefer you not go into a meeting and say so and so said this. You could easily say, I've looked this up. I found out this was the policy. These are the federal laws overseeing this program. Why is it that you're deviating from it?
Ooh,
Laws
you
and
gave us
policies give you
script.
more ground than a teacher's word.
Yeah. You gave us a whole script to say. I'm gonna have to go back and rewind that and write it down verbatim.
It does.
Because I pull out scripts. I pull
Hmm.
out quotes in scripts when I need to. And I say them over and over again. And I like to use keywords because
Hmm.
keywords receive a lot of action, you know.
And the key word is this is a law. You owe this to me.
Right. So, how can we get the information we need as a parent? I'm a parent. I need to get the information from you, Mr. Martin, but I can't get it in an email. You know, my brain don't work right. How can I get the information that I need and ask for it in a way that doesn't implicate you, um, and protects you at the same time? Because I need you on the inside. Like, you my insider. I need you to keep your eye on my child, but also let me know what it is. I need you. So I gotta protect you and make sure you're good.
Mhm.
So how do I get the information I need and ask for the things I need without implicating you?
Most times, when you go into a school, like I have relationships with parents I've never taught their children. When you go into a school, you know the teacher that is the one you can talk to that's very
You're
knowledgeable.
right. You're right.
Or you could, right, like, you know those strong teachers, you know those teachers that are very informative. And going to those teachers trying to build up a relationship or asking simple questions or of such as, what is your perspective on this? And they will give you their perspective, but it's more of their comfort with you because they don't want to implicate themselves. So building a relationship with that teacher that you identify that is knowledgeable, that can really support you and give you the information you need, because regardless of whether it's coming from a teacher or not, it's always a part of a policy.
Right.
So you can get it from the teacher and you can always refer to the policy.
Ah, okay. Some how to's. You're giving us some how to's. I like that. I like that. Well, again, I never thought of that. And the only reason why my son was even able to be successful and thrive the way he is now is because there was a teacher that wasn't teaching him, but she saw
Amen.
every day, and she knew. Um,
And sometimes teachers will come to you if they know, like there have been parents I've gone to and given support that I knew were dealing with something, and I would say, "This is what you need to do. Don't tell them I told you.
right,
But this is what you need to do. Stop.
right.
So
I'm
right.
getting some
Getting some
feedback. I'm gonna
feedback. I'm
put
gonna put
you